I love that you made that point because people are going to go, oh, if we get rid of the 25-year rule, we're going to be hurting U.S. business. We're hurting U.S. jobs. People aren't going to want to buy U.S. cars. Why? Because U.S. cars suck right now. The quality is bad. They're expensive. All of these things.
They all look the same.
They all look the same.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what USDM spec car you get. It just looks the same. You're like, ugh.
So the argument that, you're going to hurt American jobs and American business because people will buy the foreign cars because they're cheaper and they're better. Well, yeah, that's how a free market's supposed to work. They're cheaper and they're better. Let's bring the foreign cars in. Let them come in.
Adversity leads to competition. Competition leads to innovation. Things get bad for a second or a little rough, and then it gets better because you know what? If you want it better, you got to be better, and that's just the way it is.
From Olympic City and the home of Pikes Peak, this is the Automotive ADHD Show with Matt West.
Ho, ho, horsepower. Yeah, that's what we're calling it. Welcome into the festive edition of the Automotive ADHD Show. Matt West here, hanging out with you, talking cars. Jim Miller sitting across the board from me right now. And before we get to a few things, Jim, some of the stuff that we're going to talk about on the show today, I want to discuss K-cars. That's been a big topic, especially...
Key or K, depending on who you are, yeah.
Depending if you're wrong or right. And K-cars, and that's been a big topic, especially since Donald Trump gave his approval of K-cars. I talked about that on the show. We will discuss that in a little bit more detail. We'll get Jim's take on it. And then I want to talk a little bit about the Toyota GR-GT, the new Lexus LFA, and more. All of this, some good Toyota stuff. Toyota's bringing us some nice stuff for the holiday season. A little bit of a Christmas present, but sort of like a Christmas present that you can't have. We'll talk about that. So, and I don't know. I think we'll talk about some automotive Christmas presents, ones that maybe you can actually have, all of that and more.
Ho horsepower presents.
Ho horsepower presents. And speaking of that, I have sitting over here.
Ooh.
I have a box.
Stuff.
And that's a hat that I need to wear. I have stuff in here for a listener, okay? And this was like a month ago. If you were listening to the show, you probably know about this. Jim, I haven't told you about it.
I don't know, but I'm listening. Does that mean I just take that stuff now? Is that what happens?
No.
I lay claim.
No, see, I don't even think you've done what this listener did to deserve this. So
he can read.
He can read. I'm sure he can read. Yeah, that there is definitely that to it at least. So we'll get to that. Oh man, this is going to be fun. This is a fun, festive, again, sort of Christmas-themed edition of the Automotive ADHD Show. Now, Jim, your Celica Mustang is...
Oh my God.
It looks sort of Christmassy. It's the green part of Christmas. It's got,
looks a little Grinchy if you want to be Christmassy about it. It's green.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. Does it have brakes yet?
No, it doesn't have brakes yet. I got all the parts. I just need to put them in and take the time to do it. I'll be honest, it got cold and I was like, I got other stuff I can drive. so why rush to it?
Oh, well, that and/or it might just be more entertaining to drive without the brakes.
No,
at least
plus
once.
I don't want to drive it because after it snowed, I was like, because we had the little flash snow and then a snow. Mm-hmm. We had one real snowstorm. The first one wasn't. It was just slippery.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't want this wrecked. I like this old thing. Those first-gen Celicas are pretty good, dude. They're pretty neat. Slow, but neat.
And his looks like a Mustang. So,
That don't look like a Mustang. You look like a Mustang. I don't know. It sounds more like a compliment now when I say it to you. It's terrible.
See, yep. I win both ways.
Yeah, no matter what.
I win both
terrible.
ways. So, Jim, with the holiday season, it is the spirit of giving. It is the spirit of gifting things to others. But if you've got a car guy in your family, what do you get a car guy for Christmas?
What do we? Is this for stocking or present wise?
Good question. Because stocking stuffers could be a lot of cool things.
Yes,
but I think actual presents.
Okay, so look, I'll start off with the stocking stuffers. Just get a bunch of 10 mil sockets, all of them. 10 mil wrenches. Just stick them in the stocking, fill it up. Doesn't matter what wrench. Deep well, impact, small, quarter inch, half inch, 3/8. All the sockets that are 10 mil, stick them in the damn stocking. So, just do it, all of it. Wrenches, box in, crow's foot. Everything that's a 10 mil, You stick it in that stocking and fill it up. You'll be fine, just fine. Doesn't even matter the brand. Just get them. Put them in there.
You want the stocking to get lost, is what you're saying.
Lose the stocking.
The whole
yes.
stocking's going to get lost.
Lose the stocking. You write your name on it. It's not supposed to count because it doesn't say 10 mil on the stocking, so it won't get lost.
Hear me out. This would solve the world's problems. I think we would actually cure world hunger and all of these horrible things that happen in the world and homelessness and all of that.
Oh, geez. Urban campers.
We need a 9.99 millimeter socket.
9.99 millimeter. I was about to say, they do already make a 9 millimeter, so slow down there.
Yeah, no. 9.99 millimeters, because that way it won't get lost. And it will still fit on most of your 10 millimeter bolts.
If you find out where the 10 mils go, you've discovered time travel. You've beat Doc Brown to it. You don't even need a DeLorean. You just found him. You're like, I know how to transcend.
So I'd like to think that the 10 mils are actually like the secret. They're like the Infinity Stones. You got to collect all the 10 mils.
All the different 10 mils.
Yeah.
Put them on a glove.
Yeah.
On a mechanic glove. Just run around. What are you doing? Anything I want. They'll never be lost.
Snap your fingers and all of the rusty bolts are undone across the world.
No rust in a single vehicle. Wow. No blown head gaskets. You're just... What?
Imagine this. You just snap your fingers.
All car projects are running. You just snap your fingers with all the 10 mils on your mechanic gauntlet.
I was going to say that, or you snap your fingers and all Nissans just disappear from the world. Gone completely.
I would sacrifice the GTR for no Nissans, period. Yes, I really, really would. I'd be fine with that.
So what about other gifts? When it comes to the car guy in your family, I'm sorry that you have a car guy in your family, but when it comes to the car guy in your family, it's tough, right? Because you almost never can get the right thing.
It depends, okay? So if you want to do tool-wise is always a good way to go, honestly. You know, even if you just get some like line wrenches for them or something, because that's always nice. If it's domestic or foreign stuff, obviously SAE or metric, pick the right ones for your person. Also depends on the kind of car person. You got some people that are like, I want it all original, but they have like, you got to link up, they still want to link up their phone and stuff. Maybe one of those little Bluetoothy little things that plug in the cigarette lighter so they can keep their stock stereo set up and, you know, you just put it to whatever station. Some people like stuff like that. There's some of that. You know, heck, even some tires, man, or a gift card to a place to buy some tires or something, or a gift card to like, be like, here, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, go to VatoZone, get a gift card. No, O'Reilly's, go there. I don't care, you know.
Well, because at some
point,
point,
go to semi-advanced automotive and go there and be like, it's semi-advanced. Get a gift card for a thing and let them maybe pick out their own things too.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you pick out something, it might be the wrong size for the wrong car, all of that. But the gift card's a great idea because...
It simplifies it.
Well, that and even regardless of your project car, gift card's great because, I might need some antifreeze for it.
Yeah, it might be you need fluids. You don't know.
Yeah.
But the other thing, too, is if it's tools, you got to remember, too, tools, you can always go right with the cordless stuff if you go batteries.
Oh,
batteries. Because if it's
love a good tool battery.
But you got to find out what they're using.
Are they kind
of
like
all the car guys and car gals out there? You got to find out if they're DeWalt people. You need to get a DeWalt battery. Okay.
Yep. If it's Milwaukee Red Army, make sure you get that.
Yep. But remember too, if I'm correct, and I don't buy DeWalt stuff, the Mac stuff is DeWalt stuff too. The batteries.
Really?
Yes, I believe it's Mac cordless stuff.
Okay.
So it'll use the DeWalt batteries, but find out what people use and get it. Okay. So if they're a Harbor Freighter, go get their Herculean or whatever the heck
Bauer
it is.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Bose or Bowers, Brewers, Jim Brewers, Impact, whatever it is.
Oh,
yeah, man. The Jim Brewer Impact, man. Half baked. There you go.
Yeah. And by the way, I will say, I noticed that there were a lot of, not sponsored by Milwaukee, but my toolbox is filled with Milwaukee stuff. You sort of buy a thing and you kind of commit to it because that's how they rope you in. They want you to keep buying the same batteries.
Yes.
If there was $1 million idea, universal tool battery that just worked on everything, and I'm sure it does exist.
The OBD2 of batteries things. The one good thing that came from all that California regulations.
The one battery to rule them all. That's either a great idea or a great way for all of the tool executives out there to get a hit out on you and make it look like you didn't kill yourself.
Yeah,
Just saying.
yeah.
So.
It's the USB-C of batteries. You're like, okay.
Check with them. What tools do they use? They're DeWalt guy, Milwaukee. Are they weird? Do they use Makita?
Are they weird? Do they use Makita? Do they own a Makita, the dog? What?
I would say that's a good option. And a lot of places do deals. I got a deal for myself. There was a deal with Milwaukee batteries. You buy 2, and you got to pick 1 tool for free.
I think they're still doing that. I think that the Home Depots and stuff still.
So that's a great deal. Buy some batteries and get something else.
Before we totally lose everything, don't forget Hot Wheels is always a good, easy peasy, cheapy one.
Yes.
Especially if you find a car that they own in a Hot Wheel.
I love it. As a car guy, I approve of that 100%. Now, hey, don't go anywhere. You're listening to Automotive ADHD. I'm here with Jim Miller. After the break, we're talking K-cars. Oh, man, there's a lot more to unwrap with Donald Trump legalizing K-cars. That's all coming up right here after the break.
They're very small. They're really cute. And I said, how would that do in this country? And everyone seems to think good, but you're not allowed to build them. And I've authorized the secretary to immediately approve the production of those cars.
His motor skills are just fine. Automotive ADHD with Matt West on The Answer.
How is that for a Christmas present right there? That is an amazing Christmas present right there. Jim Miller, just a guy sitting across the board from me. Jim, what do you make of Donald Trump saying yes to K-cars?
That's the smartest thing he's ever done. I'll give him that for sure. Definitive. Like him or hate him, this was a very, very good, optimal move for the rest of us. K or key. Do your thing. Make your choice. I have to say it is pretty hilarious. Like, they're cute. I'm Donald Trump. They're cute. They're cute little
They're the
cars.
cutest cars in the world.
I have the cutest cars in the world being built in America now.
He likes them because they are cute. And they are cute.
No, it's
and
good.
And I said, on the podcast that I did about this,
it's cute. They're cute cars.
Look, if you don't
You
think
should
they're
get them in orange.
if you don't think they're cute, you're probably a communist or a terrorist. And
yeah.
And
they're already using K vehicles, so you should too.
you should too. Oh, man. There's certain groups that like their small Toyota pickup trucks. There's certain groups that really like their
revolutions
small
and
Toyota
civil wars around the world. The third world. Way to go, Toyota.
Good job,
I think
Toyota.
that's about 70% of their sales worldwide.
Well, it's just to ISIS?
Oh, my. All right, cool. So anyways, K vehicles.
Yeah,
anybody?
K vehicles.
Key cars, key
Oh,
trucks.
man. So, Jim, you own several K vehicles, and you've owned different ones in the past. How many do you think you've had total?
Probably 15 or 20 of them. Vans and the trucks. All right, I'm going to tell you this right now with all of it. They're essentially bodied motorcycles. That's the best way I can explain them. They get good mileage. You got to rev them out. You got to run them. You need to maintain them, change the fluids, keep up on the maintenance. They're pretty easy to align yourself. You can do the alignments yourself. You can adjust suspension yourself. Everything's real small and tinky.
Yeah.
And you can go a little bigger with like shocks and springs and things of that nature, and really just kind of overload them a little bit here and there and make them a little bit stouter and a little bigger. But remember, everything you're adding is adding weight.
Yeah.
And then to all my friends out there, and I have friends out there that like to date the bigger women, or the tortas, if you will, you cannot have larger women in K vehicles. It does not work. I'm not telling you to change your dating preferences. I'm just giving you a preemptive, ample bit of it,
Might not want to take that car on the date.
Well, I mean, you could take one of the K trucks or maybe one of the K vans and just take the seats out of the back.
Yeah,
but
you might
still,
just need the whole seats out of the back.
reinforce the suspension. You're all good to go. No dragging, no sparks. But the point being with it, these are small, basically bodied motorcycles. So it's
Dating advice with Jim right here.
And
I didn't know you were going to get that on the show. You didn't know you were going to get that, but
it's all the help for all my Torta lovers out there.
Yeah.
I don't fault you. Live your life. Enjoy yourself. Just remember,
don't buy a K car.
Can't date with that if you do the tortas. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody.
You heard it here first. So, Jim, with the K cars, like you said, I like how you described that, a bodied motorcycle. Because in a lot of ways, that's what it is. And
that's how they started out, really. It
Yeah.
was like mopeds, basically, with like little beds on them and stuff, or little boxes on the back.
well, it's like it's
They
the
look like
evolution.
trikes.
You see the tuk-tuk things, the 3-wheel tuk-tuks they have in like Thailand or whatever?
Yeah, or like Cushman's here, yeah.
Yeah,
Thing.
yeah. They're like that, but with 4 wheels and actually a more enclosed, like the K car, the modern K car. You know, people do have this notion that it's this real caveman thing. It's real unsafe. But no, like when I was in Japan, these are modern vehicles. The modern vans are no different functionality-wise, even interior-wise, luxury-wise, to a modern full-size van.
And really with them, you don't need the power windows, but there's a lot of them. I have some that have power windows too. But really, I mean, the cars are a little different than the trucks or the vans, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
So it just... If you like them, get them, run them. Remember, these are like the vans and the truck are still smaller than like a subcompact car. I mean, they are tiny.
Yeah.
They are dainty little things. You could wedge 2 of them in a normal car's parking spot.
Yeah.
Legitimately be like, oh, I'll just park them together. It's fine.
Or you could fit one in the bed of a F-150.
A truck, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But they are good for just commuting around town. They're very affordable. They're easy to maintain. I mean... Any ding-ding can maintain a K vehicle, really.
Yeah. I mean, what's your tire size on there? Like a 13-inch?
12s and
12s?
13s. I bring them up to 15s to feel like a big boy, but still.
Yeah.
I'm a big kid. These are 15s.
15s on a K car look like 22s on a regular car.
They do tend to. You're rolling, you know?
Yeah.
Throw some 15-inch with some spinners, and you're like, look at me go.
Man, I haven't seen spinners in forever. I have
a friend has them hanging in the garage, and every time I see them, I spin them. Why? Why do you have this? Those things were silly. It's still car related. We're good.
Yeah. But so the K car is such a cool concept. And if you're just joining us, if you haven't been following along with the show for a couple of weeks, this has been a really big topic because it is a very big deal in the car world. But a K vehicle in Japan is a class of vehicle that fits within a certain tax bracket. They tax cars by displacement in Japan. And the K vehicles typically have 660cc engines. So literally a motorcycle engine. There's motorcycles, a good chunk of motorcycles have more displacement than...
A Suzuki Jimny is bigger than... Or a Suzuki Samurai, same thing.
Yeah.
Is bigger than a K vehicle.
Yeah, if you think... Especially think the old school Samurai. Yeah. That is not a K vehicle. That's considered big in the world of, like K vehicles.
But by opening this K vehicle thing, we might start getting those. You got to remember, so K vehicles, I mean, 10 grand gets you something new and nice.
Yeah.
A new vehicle, 10 grand. When's the last time you've seen that? So the whole thing really with this, it's optimal, especially if you just do town driving.
Yeah.
And you're not commuting on the highway because, you're going to be in the slow lane on the highway and you're going to be barely doing the speed limit. But really, if you're just town driving, they're perfect. And it's better than a smart car. It's more comfortable, more stylish, look better. They're more functional, too, by far.
Yeah.
Really affordable. But this opens up some stuff, too, where we might start getting Suzuki Jimnys. We might start getting these modulated Hiluxes and stuff from Japan where you can customize and to order. You build it to order it, and you're like, okay, I want 4 doors, I need a box and a camper, or I need it for my business.
You want the ISIS spec version of it?
Yeah, give me the ISIS spec. Take the 50 cal, too, mount it up. Let's go. Yeah, no, it's just... It might be opening up stuff for a lot more affordable vehicles because all this safety extra nonsense, LiDARs, radars, all this, the rain touches it, the wipers turn on, it's South Park. You don't need all that stuff for driving. You don't even really honestly need ABS if you know how to drive. It's not that.
It's called threshold braking, by the way. You are the ABS.
You are. Go ahead and pump those brakes, ladies and gentlemen, all you car guys and car gals. It's okay to really learn how to drive. You need to know how to drive.
If you're watching on video on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, and more, go ahead and like the video if you learned to drive and pump the brakes. If you learned on a car that didn't have ABS and that's how you learned to drive, go ahead and like the video and comment on there.
You have one large left thigh and calf and did 3 on the tree and remember having to drive some garbage where you're like, wow, this is old. The wipers are hooked to the vacuum. I got to let off the throttle in the rain so the wiper will work. There's a little shout out to my old 49 Plymouth I used to have. Jeebus.
Oh, man.
Old stuff, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I've had some neat cars over the years.
First car I learned to drive in was family friends. I believe it was a 1961 or 3 Ford F-100.
Okay.
That was cool.
No, those are cool.
That was a family-friendly
vehicle. I had
vehicle.
a 71 Ford F100. I still try to find one just because it's that junk metal has a nostalgic purpose.
Yeah, it was
my brain.
I want to say that's what it was. It was really old, really old. My first car wasn't that. I had a Toyota 4Runner later on, but like when I was 13 or 14, they're like, "Yeah, come on and learn how to drive in this thing." And we live out in the country, and that's what you do.
I learned how to drive. What was it? A 63 Chevy C20 former Caltrans service truck. 3 on the tree, manual, like
nice.
Just a giant, heavy. There's no you're pushing that clutch, and you're like, I have to push the clutch to shift gears. And then 3 on the tree. If people don't know, it looks like the older automatics on the column.
Yeah, like a column shift.
But you need to remember where everything goes.
Yes,
and that's a different animal to drive. And pumping the brakes and clutch in, clutch out, tap the throttle. Like you got to know how to drive and. It really taught you that thing of cars are made to go this direction for a reason. So if you ever do lose it, you're like, it'll right itself eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of optimism in that eventually.
That kind of stuff, though, in like the snow and the ice, though, is like crazy. Because you go look back, have you ever seen old videos of people driving like old stuff in the 60s and stuff in the snow?
Oh, man.
4 feet of snow, 3 feet of snow, and you're like, what kind of is that a Pontiac like Bonneville? What the?
Yeah.
This and dude's going to work and
just rear wheel drive only. They're on bias ply tires. These are like pizza cutter tires too. They're skinny. They're people were they were cut from a different cloth in those days. I think that was before my time by a long shot.
Before the era of safety labels and warnings on everything.
Yeah, safety hadn't actually been invented yet. I think they invented that in like
safety. You're responsible for.
I think safety was invented in 1980. I think
the word.
Yeah.
They didn't have safety in the 80s, but the word safety was invented.
Yeah, they didn't figure out what it meant at least until the mid 90s. So
October 9th, 1984, the word safety was invented. Just to get you guys started.
Yeah, just to get that safety ball rolling there. That brings up a great point, though, that a commenter here, I'm trying to pull up his comment on YouTube, and I'm struggling to find it, but I responded to it. He basically said to the effect of, he said, gee, I guess this means car deaths are going to go through the roof now. That was his comment.
More water, so there's going to be more drownings.
Yeah, right?
I love the logic. No, that's the silliest,
ridiculous
goofiest thing I've ever heard.
Ridiculous because, I mean, the argument I made in the podcast that I did about this was that motorcycles exist. We allow motorcycles to exist, and they are dramatically less safe.
Look, I'm one of the few firm believers that think that people drove better before insurance was like forced on everybody.
Ooh.
Because people cared more. They're like, I want my stuff wrecked. I don't want to hurt other people. I have to be accountable and responsible.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, we're going to keep this discussion going. We're going to talk K-Cars. We're going to talk the new Toyota GR, GT, and more. You are listening to the Automotive ADHD Show. My guest is Jim Miller, just a guy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the news break, right here.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of turbos danced in their heads. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a Mark IV Supra with boost to hear, and a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. And then in a twinkling I heard the tires screech, the prancing and pawing of each horsepower. Down the track St. Nicholas came with a bound, a bundle of parts he had flung on his back. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings with speed parts and more, for the children would not have to return the core. He sprang to his Supra, with tires to roast, and down the track he went making the most. With 40 pounds of boost on tap he tore, knowing the children would soon have more. Saying Merry Christmas from the Automotive ADHD podcast. Ho, ho, horsepower.
Matt West is on Automotive ADHD.
Rockin' this Christmas, rock.
And not just me, by the way. Merry Christmas. Matt West here with Jim Miller, just a guy, co-hosting the show. Jim, during the break, talking about cool Christmas presents, man. I want a K-car for Christmas. That's what I want. So I jumped on the Toyota Japanese website, toyota.jp. And I was looking at some of the prices of some of the vehicles, talking about K cars. I wanted to actually look at this and see, what do new K cars cost in 2025? And it also gives me an excuse to practice my marginal Japanese skills, since I'm going to Japan here again in less than a month. I need to get on that study wagon. But anyway, so taking a look at a Toyota Hi-Ace here. Jim, have you owned a Hi-Ace? Has that ever been one of the K cars you've owned?
No.
Okay.
No. I actually, it's where I tend to lean towards the Daihatsus, and the Suzukis. Suzukis and Mazdas, and the K, especially the older K trucks and K vans, is like essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
The Daihatsu is owned by Toyota, so it's essentially all Toyota stuff.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I'm honestly one of the few that I don't like the Hondas.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the Hondas.
Don't like the Hondas. No, not the Honda Acties or anything.
I don't really like them. It's just not my thing.
All right, well, here, let's switch.
I don't like the Subaru one either, with the motor in the rear and all that.
Was it the Sandbar? Or?
Yeah, I just didn't like it. The engine was in the rear and then the bottom, and I don't know. I was like, ugh.
All right, let's switch it up then. Let's take a look at the Toyota Pixis, which is a cute little K truck right here.
Newer
Like
one,
real,
huh? Yeah.
real.
What is it? Like 10 grand?
So this one is the cheapest option I see on here is 1,237,500 yen. And
so
let's,
what is that?
Let's
like
do the conversion.
$6,000?
Oh, this is the 4-wheel drive version. I should clarify.
Okay, 4-wheel drive.
All right, we're gonna do the conversion live here, and that is 127,000. That is, I need one more zero. There we go. $8,153
for a new vehicle.
For a new vehicle.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Now let's look at a couple of their other options here. They've got a cute little sports car looking thing called the Copen GR Sport. Think of it kind of like an MR2 Spider, sorta.
I never liked the MR2 Spider. It's the one I won't buy.
This sort of has, if you're picturing it on radio, it's that sort of vibe.
Because I have the first and second gen MR2s, both like the midnight blue supercharged Mark 1 first gen.
Yeah, you've got
MR2, which is sweet, with a tin top too.
You've got the cool ones, and you won't sell them to me.
No, so, and I got the from Japan too.
Yeah.
And I got a white one that's the second gen, which is turboed in 5-speed. It's a winner. Paint job's not the best, but
it's a winner. The 3S GTE in that? It's an MR. Yes, SW20 MR2 3S GTE.
Yep.
Nice. So this cute little sports car here, do you want to take a gander on what do you think the price is on that cute little guy?
If I just looking at this little thing, is it
little
convertible? What's it called? Copen?
It's called the Copen. Oh, and it has 3 pedals the way God intended.
Can't get mad about that, no matter what it's trying to Copen with. With trying to get a date in that tiny thing. Wow.
Yeah, look at that cute little thing there.
Let's put it at like $13K, $15K.
You're really close. $16,400.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. You guys
for
see
a brand new car.
Yeah, in the era where a work truck's like $100,000, and not a good work truck.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
Not only that, think of half of the F250s and 350s on the job site. Yes, there are guys who need the F350 for hauling and towing stuff.
Yeah.
But 90% of the time, you're just moving something from one end of the job site to the other, and it can fit in the bed of one of these little K trucks.
Look,
just saying.
If you're just a town driver, a lot of this stuff's fine. Just fine.
Yeah. Not only that, they've actually got some of these little K trucks have 1,000-pound bed capacity.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're not necessarily slouches when it comes to hauling random stuff.
That's true.
I mean, they actually have more bed capacity than my Tacoma, basically. So, just throwing that out there.
Yeah. They can haul some stuff if you want them to.
Yeah, probably not tow, but at least haul some stuff in the bed. Now, anyway, so that's another great example here as to, and again, we're just looking at Toyota's stuff on here. I mean, obviously, there's all your other brands and makes and things, but I mean, man, talk about that price. And that's what Donald Trump wants to bring to the United States. Now, to clarify, I mentioned this on my show last time. He wants these cars made in the U.S. He is authorizing the class of these cars to be made in the U.S. He is directing Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy to make it so, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean we get to bring, everyone on the internet I'm seeing is like, oh, we get to bring over all the cool JDM ones. Not yet, okay?
If they make them here, then we can get them here.
Yeah. It probably...
Unless it's 25 years old. I personally think we need to get rid of the 25-year rule. Look, I could see a 5-year rule. If we're going to make a rule that the chicken tax garbage, 25-year trash, I hate that. If it's like a 5-year rule to give new production stuff a chance, that makes sense.
Yeah.
5 years, something. I think there should be no rules because I think you should be able to spend your money wherever you want and buy your stuff, and it makes the more open market, makes it more competitive, right? Mm-hmm. So the more things out there, the more choices you have, the more you, us, we, the people make the decisions on the products that we want to purchase and buy, and we actually direct the market because we're buying the crap.
More consumer choice is always a good thing. And I love that you
competition.
I love that you made that point because people are going to go, oh, if we get rid of the 25-year rule, we're going to be hurting U.S. business. We're hurting U.S. jobs. People aren't going to want to buy U.S. cars. Why? Because U.S. cars suck right now. The quality is bad. They're expensive. All of these things.
They all look the same.
They all look the same.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what USDM spec car you get. It just looks the same. You're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Gross. And it's so bland. And it does. Even gas stuff nowadays feels like an appliance.
It does. And so the argument that, oh, you're going to hurt American jobs and American business because people will buy the foreign cars because they're cheaper and they're better. Well, yeah, that's how a free market's supposed to work. They're cheaper and they're better. Let's bring the foreign cars in, let them come in. Yep. And then Ford, Chevy, Dodge is going to realize that, oh, man, everyone wants these cool little cars. We got to make something that's better quality and more affordable.
That's not a Hornet.
That's not a...
Bashing on the Hornet, buzz.
Are you bashing on my old 77 Hornet? Man, that was...
remember when they brought it back?
They did,
You're like,
yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Look, adversity leads to competition. Competition leads to innovation. Things get bad for a second or a little rough, and then it gets better because you know what? If you want it better, you got to be better. And that's just the way it is. Business, life, everything, the product... Look, we dictate the market, okay? And I think we need some better choices and stuff. And when you see like Suzuki Jimnys, Hiluxes, you were like, man, what was it, the Land Cruiser? Was it the 70 series you can still get?
During the commercial break, I saw this also on Toyota's Japanese website. We'll roll it in the video here. This, at the very bottom of the page, you've got the current Land Cruiser that you can get here in the States, which it's cool that we can get it here in the States, right?
Yeah.
I like that. But... you can also get the old 70 series Land Cruiser. They still make this thing in Japan, brand new. It's got a little bit of a revised front end. It's got airbags, sure, but the rest of it's dead simple. You can still have it with roll-up windows, manual
70
locks.
Series, right?
It's a 70 series.
Yeah, see, you're a modern drivetrain. Okay, yeah, you're hurting my feelings.
And
it's like a resto mod, but new off the floor, man.
Yeah, this is cool. And all right, so 4,800,000 yen. What does that come out to here?
Beep, bop, boop, smart over here.
$30,816. You want a
4x4?
4x4
Toyota for $30,000 US.
Yeah.
Where
$30,000. You can't get anything at the Toyota dealership with four-wheel drive for $30,000 right now.
I used Tacoma.
Anything new. Okay. Anything new. This is new. All right, imagine this used. This could be like 22 grand, like 20 grand. Yeah. I'm just saying, man.
Look, this opens up a whole thing. Get rid of the 25-year rule. The K vehicles being made here might open up a bunch of other avenues.
They might. And them being made here still might mean that when you import them, too, even under the 25-year rule, they might be allowed. So, anyway, we're going to keep this discussion rolling and talk GRGT after the break. It's Automotive ADHD. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You are listening to the Automotive ADHD show. Matt West here, talking cars with you, and Jim Miller, just a guy, sitting across the board from me. Jim, before we talk GRGT, I had a listener a little over a month ago message me and say that he has listened to every single episode of the podcast from the start to now, which, by the way, is a lot more of me than I think anyone should be subjected to. I don't know if he's the same after this experience or not.
He needs to shrink, or at least on the very cheap, just go to Walmart at dark to feel better about himself after all that.
And
the trauma.
So for his effort, for his trauma,
response, I have a product.
I know that it's been about a month, and it's taken a while to get the. I told him that I would send him the Automotive ADHD care package, and it took a while to get all this put together, but. Jim, I've got that right here. And the first thing is a set of earplugs, which I told him I would get him some Automotive ADHD earplugs, and then I thought, well, that'll drown out everything else, but how does he listen to the show? So these are not sponsored, but these are Walker's hearing protection Bluetooth earbuds. So I can at least still say they're earplugs, but these are actually useful for him. So that, he when he's working in his shop, wrenching on his car.
Okay.
Keep those ears safe.
Where's he from? Who is it? Just say his name for crying out loud.
His name is Bryce. His name is Bryce.
Bryce
lives in, and I promised I wouldn't.
Bryce is your best fan, and you don't even know where he's at.
I promised I wouldn't dox him.
I did,
but he does live in Texas.
Okay,
he lives in Midland,
I
Texas.
just wanted to state the thing, and then
yeah.
Bryce
in Midland, Texas.
I think I know 3 Bryces myself in town, so that's fine.
And his exact address is
no,
I'm kidding.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Send your fan mail to Bryce at anyway. So
everything you hate, right, and send to.
So anyway, Bryce, sorry this has taken a while, but we got this. Then there is more in the box here.
Bubbles.
Hang on, and I got this trophy.
Most suspicious looking fan.
Well, that's not the trophy I was thinking. Hold on here. Hold on.
What trophy is this?
This is the Automotive ADHD More Cars Than Friends Award. And
don't I usually get those?
Well, there's Can you read that off for me here?
The Automotive ADHD More Cars Than Friends Award presented to insert name here. It's not just classy; it's not personal at all.
When I told the
use
Chinese
your label maker,
yeah. When I told the
when I got it on Temu,
the Chinese guy that gave this to me, I think, he misinterpreted this. I said insert his name here, and he wrote insert name here.
I like it. There's brackets on that too. On the
there are brackets on that. Also, what kind of fish does that?
I don't know.
Is that a bass?
Hopefully it's a barracuda.
Trout?
At least it'd be car related. If
it was a barracuda. I asked it to be car related, and that's definitely a fish on the top of this trophy.
Yeah.
So
anyway, glue your own Hot Wheel on top.
Yeah,
with your own super glue that you purchased and your own Hot Wheel that you purchased.
So Bryce, my apologies. The trophy seems to not be quite as I intended, but I hope you appreciate it all the same. And we will put your name on here. I just got to find a Sharpie here at the
a label maker
at the
or
studio.
a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Some whiteout strips and a Sharpie over it, or
so. But Bryce, that's not all. That's not all. You get not one. This is an infomercial now, but 2 Automotive ADHD stickers. I don't have one in the box, but you get a Jim Miller sticker. And 2 Automotive ADHD key tags. Why? Because you might have at least one friend.
You might be chewing double mint. Double the fun.
So anyway, Bryce, congratulations. Thank you for listening to the show. Sorry this has taken a while to send to you, but I really do appreciate it. So, and then, Jim, we'll have to get you your Christmas present here.
Oh, boy.
It's not in yet. So
fantastic.
Yeah, I do hope it has turned out better than Bryce's trophy.
Nice.
So anyway, so the Toyota GR GT, I want to discuss that. The GR GT, Jim, you sent me a link to this actually originally, and the GR GT is Toyota's GT car, you could say. They're bringing back their high-end...
Note to everybody, when I send him these videos, I'm usually number 2-ing, so...
Yeah, I know when he's in the bathroom because he's sending me videos on Facebook.
He knows my digestive cycle. Because he's like, well, there's like 4 videos. What's going on? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you'll send me 10, and I'm wondering, I'm like, man, it's taking a while.
My knees are falling asleep. I'm on my 12th video, and I'm like, I got to get back to work. What's happening here?
So the GR GT is Toyota's new Halo car. They announced this along with the new LFA, which is exciting, though bad news on the LFA. It's an EV. So anyway, the GR-GT then is expected, according to Car and Driver, to have a $300,000 MSRP. We were just talking about how cool...
Aren't K vehicles are starting to sound a lot better again?
They're
it is more fun to drive a slow car fast than to drive a fast car slow. So
yeah, there's something about that. But the and I'll pull up the new LFA.
If you ever get a chance, go drive a go-kart to the max.
The LFA, the new LFA.
Okay.
Which I guess they should call it the LFE, I guess, because it's electric. How can you go from an LFA, which, by the way, if you're uninitiated, the LFA was Toyota's hypercar of the 2010s. Had this, I remember watching Top Gear when they debuted this car on Top Gear, and it was great. And the V10 sound had this V10 that ran up to like 9,000 RPM. Oh. And then what? You're going to come around and make an EV of that now and call it an LFA?
I remember when the rumors were going around about it when the concept came out, because it was rumored that was going to be the new Supra body too, because nobody knew. It was just a Toyota concept body floating around, and there was like, ooh, it does look squarey, kind of Supra-y, and then it changed up because all the talk was at the same time about the Supra coming out, BMW's.
The BM Supra.
Yeah,
the only Toyota, or the BMW Supra.
The only Supra I don't have, and probably will never buy unless there's just a shell.
You've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now.
I have all of them. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta catch them all.
Like Pokemon.
So the GR-GT, though, I appreciate that there's a gas version. There's the LFA, which is built on the same chassis as the GR-GT. The GR-GT, if you're listening on radio, has this long hood, I think, an interesting roof line to it. I wouldn't necessarily call this car a traditionally beautiful car, but it is a striking car, and it definitely fits that GT car proportion. Now, the good news about this GR-GT is...
It gives me a little Viper-y feel to it, kind of. Like,
that long,
it's kind of weird,
hood.
But I'm just saying, the long hood, the wheels are like... Front wheels are way up front from the bump. Well,
and supposedly the engine actually sits behind the front wheels.
Oh.
So like the S2000, which does the same thing, this is technically mid-engine.
I was going to say, technically it's a midship, huh?
But it's front mid-engine.
Yeah, mid.
And
low center of gravity, good balance.
Low center of gravity, good balance. This one has a twin turbocharged V8 with a hybrid electric motor for a combined 641 horsepower, which in the world of these cars is not a lot. So
how much does it weigh, though?
Well, they don't have that listed. We don't know.
Yeah.
They're saying it should be ready.
They Nürburgred it, right? As you can tell, my German is on point. I speak European very well.
Nürburgred it. You mean the that ring that people like to go around really quick?
Not the onion ring.
Not the onion ring. No.
Not the ice ring. Not the skate ring. Not the onion ring.
The Nürburgred ring.
The Nürburgred.
I'm going to start calling it
so
that now.
American that I do Nürburgred.
Nürburgred ring. They haven't taken it to the Nürburgring yet. Some other things happened in Nuremberg in like World War II. Anyway, so having said that, this car hasn't been out there yet, but that's probably what they're going for. 600 horsepower, 641 doesn't put it very competitive with a lot of other things.
Horsepower to weight ratio.
Horsepower to weight, though, and handling and all of that stuff is good. And I actually really like the car from a perspective of an enthusiast, and the fact that the cost is lower than the LFA. These they might actually make, because remember the LFA
How much
came
are they
out
saying these are going to cost?
$300K.
I'm not, dude. These aren't accessible for the rest of us. So I'm not spending.
But here's the crazy thing: it's not even
kind of weird. It's not house money. It's small house money.
Welcome to Colorado.
Yeah, New California.
So we're out of time. But the thing, I think this is cool from an enthusiast perspective. But I'd like to see more affordable options from Toyota. Like, where's the MR2 they've been promising? Now,
I'm waiting. Now, where's my Mr. 2?
Yep. So the good news is they're making enthusiast cars. No one else is. I like that.
Yeah, for rich people. Those are people that can buy napkins and stuff.
So
rich people stuff.
We're out of time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week here on Automotive ADHD.